Okay, I'm in charge of Dad's breakfast this morning, so it's going to be a keto style breakfast, so I figured I'd record it. I have to get my griddle clean today from the pollen and re-season. Y'all, I was watching Blackstone Tips and Tricks, and forgot her YouTube channel, but it is she's part of the Blackstone family. I think she's the only girl part of it. But I learned to use onions to season your griddle. The chemical makeup in it makes it last longer. I also always use Blackstone's actual seasoning gook, whatever it's called, that gooky stuff. If you ever watch me, I swear by that stuff. I use way less than you would if you used any other kind of oil. And then usually my first cook would be bacon, but they're saying the first cook needs to be a big, huge onion or two and just cook them down. Then go in with your other cook that you normally do. Okay. My dad's a pretty picky person, so we will see how this goes. I'm gonna fry up some hamburger real fast. Let's see, I need a bag to put the other ones in. I'm trying to remain calm. My mother is going through a heart catheterization right now. They were going to do a stress test, but her I think that's what it's called. The enzymes that tell if you're having a cardiac issue got over 200 after I left last night, and isn't coming down. It's only going up. Alright, threw clothes on just in case I need to go up there. So I will be cooking meals for a while. So there's a huge chance I will not be getting my teeth done now, because my mom is my dad's actual real caregiver. That's her actual job. So I am the backup one. And he has a heart test he can't miss on Friday at the VA. And there's no way for him to park and walk. So I have to take him to that. Both of them are having heart issues. This is why I don't want to happen in my 60s. This happened to me in my 30s. And I never want it to happen again. And that's why I swear by keto and carnivore. I don't like all this heat getting on my phone. Okay, little salt, not up too much. Not a big salt person. He is a big pepper person though. He is going to say that is not enough food, but that's okay. That's okay. Alright, let me get something to keep that out of there. If my griddle was already done, I would just make some bacon on it. I am not a person who can fry bacon, and I got a new air fryer and do not want to fry bacon in my new air fryer. Okay. Lower the temperature just a tiny bit. Dirty eggs are fine. He's not picky when it comes to that. And don't forget to get a bowl out. Guess that did not cool down enough. Okay, there's one. I'm just doing 2 at a time so I don't overcook them. I can pay attention. Okay, throw another one in a second. I'm gonna need some cheese probably. Forgot to put some mustard on the meat. And get the mustard in there. Hopefully he doesn't complain because there's no potatoes. Trying to show him what he can eat and be healthy instead of what he normally eats. Because he was going to have a hot dogs and buns and coleslaw that's loaded with sugar, not my homemade coleslaw. Which is probably what he'll eat for lunch. Because once he gets something in his mind, he's going to have it, but let's not start our day like that. Okay, and we do not have, I do not have cheese shredded already, so that is what we're going with. That's what he's going to get. We'll put some more pepper on it. I should have made tomatoes with it, but that's okay. Actually, we are going to throw a few tomatoes. I can do that real fast. Then you can't say there's no carb at all. Okay, then when I get home, yes, it's a crazy amount of pepper. When I get home, I will work on cleaning my griddle. All right, this is my pollen world. It is horrible. Absolutely awful. Like, I can't explain how bad it is on everything. I mean, you can see the writing. But everything, y'all. This is worse than ever before. Like, I don't know how I'm going to be able to use this furniture covers. Like, I don't think I'm going to be able to save them, and that set costs too much to replace. I would have to replace them with some cheap plain ones. I'm devastated. Devastated. Everywhere. Everywhere. You would have just seen it. If not, it was horrifying. It was, I don't know, 50 plus dustpans full of pollen. I went through a whole entire pack of huge baby wipes. I went through multiple Swiffer pet hair ones, so they're really thick. I think I went through 10 of those. That was expensive, but that's okay. I went through tons of the wet Swiffer mop things on the floor. Tons. So I gotta make sure to come out here and wipe down every day because I just spent, let's see what time it is. Oh, it's 1:30. I have been out here since about 10:30ish. Right after I made my dad's breakfast, so whatever time that was, doing this. And I know I said I wasn't going to do it until after I got my tooth pulled because I didn't want to get myself sick. But my anxiety took over and I needed to control it. And the best way for me to control it is to distract myself. Let me show you. All right, so here's the kitchen. Nothing's perfect because when you do pollen, I've already gone over it 2 times. I'll be going over a third time. When you do pollen, first of all, it's going to keep coming back, right? So you still got to keep wiping down. But when you first do it, it doesn't always pick up. But if you remember, it was a bloody nightmare, okay? You could make pollen angels in everything I owned, right? Everything I owned. The inside of the griddle's not too bad. I just gotta wash it off, and I'm going to season it with the little bit conditioner I have left, which is this stuff. And then I'm going to throw some onions and cook a bunch of onions on there, and then I'm grilling stuff tonight, which I'll probably show y'all. This is in the house drying because I washed it. It's an insert. Oh, I forgot my shelves, so I still gotta do my shelves. Can't believe I forgot something. Y'all, you have no idea how bad this was. I took tons of stuff already out of the porch, but I still gotta, some of this is what's going in the grill shack when it's done, and some of it's the paint, so I can't really remove it right now. This is going on my mom's back porch. It's the TV and stuff still. Those are going on her stuff. But this, look, y'all. Look at the miracle. I should have took a video walkthrough right before, because it was worse than the last video I showed y'all. But my anxiety, like I said, had completely taken over. So that one is clean, and no one really sits on it, so I put the blanket on it to try to keep it clean. So I don't have to go back over that one. But this is my miracle. You can see, look, I've already wiped this one down 4 times. See the pollen coming back? But that's because it doesn't always wipe down. Now, there is blankets underneath this that if these do not become clean looking for me, I'm just going to throw those away. Those are 2 years old anyways. I just use them in the summer or spring. I think summer and spring. Then I pack them away. And underneath is the white ones I used at Christmas, so I can just toss those if I need to and just use the white ones this year. I buy really cheap blankets when they're on sale for the whole set for twin blankets. At Walmart, they had the whole sets on sale again, but none with the colors I wanted for like $5. So you get 2 pieces. So at the most, I usually pay $10, but that's pretty cheap, $2.50 instead of replacing your cushions all the time. I do this, and I have the special bed zipper stuff that keeps it from allergies and wetness and all of that, because cushions are so much money. This is like, I don't know, 10 years old. This set, this one right here with the table and these chairs, and me keeping the cushions that way, they are spotless. When I take all that stuff off, because sometimes I replace it, like the plastic part, it gets ripped or something over time and I replace it, they look brand new. They look brand new. And that is how you keep them from getting destroyed, because to buy the cushions for that couch, they will not fit properly, and it was going to cost me $250 just for that couch, and they would not fit. So I learned years ago living in Florida, if you care about money, like saving money, you're going to keep your cushions covered. Covered. Like in the little bed zip-up thing that you would put on your children's bed. That is what is on every cushion on this porch. But, a little messy over here. But that's, like I said, shack stuff, garden stuff. That little area will get a little better, but it's going to get some garden stuff going on over there too. But, yeah, I'm so proud of myself. Look at the floor. I have a floor again. Oh, proud. Like, I can't believe I did it. Now let's just hope I don't die from it. Dino thinks I'm crazy doing all this deep cleaning. First of all, it's spring. In the spring, I deep clean, right? But I know if I get my tooth pulled Thursday, I'm going to be down for the count for at least 4 days. So I'm going to have backup cleaning to do. I'm going to have tons of dishes to do by then. I'm going to have laundry. So if I have everything done, it'll just be 4 days worth. Not all prior plus those 4 days. It won't make me freak out, right? So I had to exploring. I locked the door so he could explore for a minute. Thumper, you're a big boy. Woo, you're a big, big boy. When you go on diet. I don't even feed you that much. I don't know how you get so big. But he lays around. Ever since he got fixed, he is just, well, we need to clean your bottom. We need to shave it. Yeah, no one wants to see that. Uh-oh. Sharky's mad. Hold on, Sharky. You don't listen. Thumper, we need to go back inside because Daddy's going to want to come back on the porch soon. Ooh, you're so happy. Look at you shake that tail. Ooh, you're so happy. Okay. I don't remember if I told you, my mom came through the catheterization. She has no blockages at all. She did not have a heart attack either, they said. But they got to figure out what is going on, what's causing it. So we don't know if she's coming home today, tomorrow, if they're going to run more tests. She's in recovery, and until she's recovered, no one's going to see her and tell her anything. So we'll see. Dino's door. Also, this way I don't accidentally want to eat their food tonight. Like, because I was going to eat it. It's a steak. I was going to try the steaks I bought. However, in case I have to get my mom, I can't do it. I even bought me one, but that was before all of this. So I'm hungry, so we'll see how much lettuce this equals. I'm gonna just eat whatever's left. Right now I'm washing it, and then I will dry it a little, just for a few seconds. Every time I think life might get a little less stressful, bam. Every time I think I'm getting ahead, yeah. Y'all, I could have killed Dino. I walked into the house and my breath went bye-bye. My nose started running. He used hand sanitizer to scrub down the whole entire bedroom. Like, he knows I can't be near that stuff. But he said, oh, no, it doesn't count unless it's on your skin. I'm like, no, that's not true. And because he doesn't believe smells can make you sick. You know he's watched it. Even though the smell of a heater makes him nauseous. Okay. Get my lettuce. I'm going to go ahead, while the lettuce is drying a little, put my dressing stuff into the bowl. Well, I'm not actually doing like I've been doing. Let's see. Tablespoon. 1 tablespoon of mayo. Come on, get in there. Now mustard, I just do what I like, but I'm going to go ahead and just measure some out. And we'll see if I need more. I've had 1 coffee today. I'm on my second one, I think. I'm not measuring this. I was just trying to use it to get my yumminess off of my fork so I don't waste any of it. Okay, it's 3:20. I'm on my second coffee right now. Had my first one at 9 a.m. Went hours without any. Okay, Probably gonna use some more mustard on the top. We'll see. All right, yummy pickles. I go by ounces now. Hold on, I forgot. I want to cut my lettuce up. I was going to try something different today, but I've been doing so good with it, I decided to just stick with it today. I won't be able to stick with it tomorrow because this is the last of my lettuce. And I don't know what's going on. I can tell you if my mom doesn't come home today or tomorrow, I definitely will have to cancel Thursday. Because it takes me more than a day to recover of doing absolutely nothing. It always wipes me out. And I'm also afraid she's going to break the tooth next to it like she did last time. And you want to know why I don't change dentists? Is she the best dentist in the world? I don't know at all about. I'm not going to insult her because I stay with her because when I'm scared, she sits there and holds my hand. She sits there and gets me heated blankets, and she's the actual dentist, okay? She makes me feel safe, understood, and not like a child from being scared. And that to me goes a long way. I used to eat at restaurants that I did not really care for the food that much, but the wait staff and the cook staff was so amazing. They made you feel like you were at home. So that's why I ate there all the time. I felt like I was at home. Like I felt like I was with my people and my friends and family, and to me that matters more than quality sometimes. Okay, now get my pickles up in here because we're making the sub in a bowl. And yes, I have the little thing that everyone was using where you put it on there and you press down and it all goes into a square little rectangle-y bowl and then you just eat out of that. But do you know how much trouble that is to wash? I only do that when I'm making it for tons of people, and then I don't do the whole, let's just make it and then blah, blah, blah. No, it is easier for me to deal with this. I have no idea how many little tiny baby pickles. Oh, hot stove, pretty lady. Jeez, Daddy was cooking. You're going to burn your little paw off, and we're going to go to the ambulance. Hold on, people. Ooh, did you get your paw? Mommy told you can't get on stoves, honey. No, we're going to die. Piper already burnt her paw before. It's also why I'm standing in the kitchen and he still managed to jump up there. Okay. I forgot how much lettuce I put in there. I don't care. We're just eating. I'm not doing macros anyways, so we're just eating. We're not worrying about it. Oven roasted Food Lion brand turkey. Oh no, what's today's date? Okay, we are 4 days old. I'm gonna have to start chowing down on some. I was eating way more deli meat, and I bought quite a bit because I was eating more than I do now because I can eat other food too, so I don't need as much deli meat anymore, right? Okay. Alright, I guess we'll just see how many ounces of meat I put in here though. Okay, 4 ounces of turkey. Yes, Freya, I feel you. And since we need to eat it quickly, I guess y'all can have some. Because Mommy's got more in the fridge. Hold on, I'm just going to give them some of their kitty clean plates that I just scrubbed out. Okay. Alright, now they can leave me alone. And I can go back to making my salad. Without filling Freya's head on my thigh, trying to make me pay attention and hear her cry. Okay. Now this is my favorite, the roast beef, and I just bought this one. Okay. Let me see. So that was about 3.5 ounces. This doesn't feel like a phase with the mast cells, so I'm hoping. Always before it felt like a phase because I was still having some severe issues. They weren't bad enough to keep me from eating keto, right? They weren't bad enough to just go back to my little handful of safe foods. But this time, it doesn't feel that way. Like, I feel like I'm not having issues, knock on wood, from anything right now. It's weird. It's weird, y'all. Okay, now I do want to measure cheeses. Probably gonna have to grab another, or maybe this will be enough. This is a fresh mozzarella. If you haven't seen me make this salad a million times yet. Okay. Okay, we'll go with 2 ounces today. That's fine. All right. Oh boy, did you not get any? Here, boy. Here you go. They're not eating the one. When I put it in their plates, they don't eat it. They want it thrown on the floor. It is so weird. All right, so this we do measure. And I think it comes to 4 ounces. I think I remember saying that it is 4 ounces for half a cup. So it is 5 total carbs for a half a cup of this cottage cheese right here. And same with net, because there is no net for it. There's no fiber, and 90 calories if you do calories. To me, it's a good choice all the way around. And I want more protein, is why I'm sticking with my cottage cheese. It does give me 13 grams of protein, because to me, deli meat is definitely incomplete protein. Like, it's not. But it's what I got to work with right now. Gotta make sure I don't eat anything that could set me off. So this is my meal. It is 3:30 and I'm gonna go chow down.
No, they love each other.
Okay, so Haley didn't want her food, so I will use it in the morning to make his breakfast. But I did homemade shredded hash browns out of a potato that had been in the fridge for days, to cut down on the carb count, like the insulin resistant stuff. Now he is on, I had no choice, because he is on a high dose of metformin, Trulicity, and Ozempic. He's on a lot of diabetic and weight loss meds. So we have to be careful that, just like Dr. Westman said, you have to be really careful. If you go keto or low carb and you don't come off your meds, you can have a horrible, horrible issue. And here he has issues with his blood sugar, dropping to 53, but his blood sugars also get to 500. So you got a serving of that, probably about 2 servings. So I'm assuming it's about 50, 60 carbs. Okay, and he got steak, bacon, and grilled onions, and a big salad, but the salad is just lettuce, green onions, tomatoes, and mayonnaise. What I call a keto salad, but it's called his steak salad. He's had it my whole life when I make him steak, or anyone makes him steak. I got a big mess to clean up out here, so I'm going to do that real fast, and then it is, let's see, it is after 7, so maybe I can finally relax, because I don't think my mom's coming home, but if she does, it will be the 1 a.m. release. If not, it will be tomorrow, and I have an appointment at 10 a.m. So, let me get to cleaning.